me what it does, why it's there, what it's for.
This is the drip edge.
Okay.
Aluminum. Provide for you with any size you want. We will custom in my fabricate.
Yep.
Any size you need for the wide, for length, and we will fabricate. And also we have different colors, and you can choose it any color that is going to be matched with your roofs, with your tiles. We will provide for you, and with the high quality and custom. But we will order these materials. We will provide at the time you want, and we will schedule and provide as free delivery, and we will deliver in on-site for you, and custom if you want. But also, this is if you that is depends on your roof tile. What kind of your roof you need? Single roof. We advise for you that is galvanized. Is gonna be the price is gonna be cheap. It works for you. But if your house is is exposed to God damage for hurricanes that's close to the beach, we advise you to get that is the aluminum. The aluminum is gonna be with high quality for humidity or for like that. It's gonna be better. But if it's not, it's for shingle. I advise for you to buy this is the steel.
How you doing, Julius?
How you doing?
I'm good. So yeah, this is typically what goes on your roof after we get it torn off and dried in. This is a drip edge. It's made out of 26 gauge steel. It can come in aluminum, depending on where you're at, but this is typically what goes on your shingle roof after we get it put on. We dry it in, we put this drip edge on. It comes in white, brown, dark bronze, all types of different colors. We can even actually custom paint it for you right outside for you. So yeah, some of these nails, these roofing nails here, 1 inch and a quarter, they go fastened on every 5 inches on the drip edge, so every 4 inches. So we put this on, before the shingles get put on, the starter strip gets put on this.
Okay.
But what color are you thinking? It goes on the edge of the roof now. This is the first thing. So this is what's going to be when the rain comes down on this roof. It has this kick here, so it doesn't go straight on your fascia. Well, pretty much, it's just they just have this kick out right here. It's just designed for when the water runs down this edge here, for it to kick off and not just go straight down on your wood or your metal fascia that you got.
What are those nails right there?
Keeps them tight down, secured. Last thing you want to have to replace is your decking. I mean, so this is just it's tight.
Do I need those for my house?
Yeah, you definitely need these for your house.
Okay. Keep those. What's that right there?
So this is pretty much a silicone. We use it for the repairs of the roofing, a tile repair. It's provide this security for the water to not drip inside the decking. So yeah, we pretty much use it for repairs and tile installation.
Okay.
What we got here, UV resistant silicone adhesive. We do like to use these for tile repairs, and I'd say that the main benefit of this is it being UV resistant over time, it's not going to get brittle. It has a stretchy aspect to it, so what you don't want to happen is your product getting brittle, it loses its adhesion, and then things can just move. This stuff has a really long lifespan, so during a storm it holds down really well. Another good benefit of this material is that it's clear, so if I were to do a repair for you, I'm not going to worry about matching color. You're going to get a nice streamlined look across your roof. I don't have to worry about matching a pink that might not match a terracotta tile. You're going to have a nice clean repair job. We can use this for basically any type of ceiling. So even if you have like an area where you're worried that water might enter, or maybe where the roof meets the wall, we can apply this caulking to just make sure it's sealed properly. It being silicone, obviously it's a really watertight material. It doesn't allow any water penetration, so it's a good product. I use it on pretty much all my jobs, so I'd recommend this is something we should use for.
Okay, good. What do you got over here? You got any products over there?
This is underlayment. After we turn off the roof, so we're gonna cover the whole roof with this material. So this is like has a sticky something like this. Has a sticky, and then we're gonna put it on the roof, so it's gonna cover and isolate the roof, so there's no leaking or something is broken inside the roof. So this is the first layer we put it on there.
For that type right there, what type of roof can you use that for?
This is like peeling stick. I think this might be for. I'm not sure, but it might be for. Maybe for shingle.
It's right there. You can see it, but it's hard to see. So smartly look for it. What's on the right side of that off-ridge vent?
Oh, yeah, underneath the tile, maybe? Yeah, yeah. So this is very good quality, so we can guarantee so your house never leak or some happen anything to it. So this is
Do
very
you know
good.
what's on the top of that white?
This one?
Yeah.
So this is the sticker goes on the roof,
Yeah, what's
and
on
this
the other
stuff.
side?
Yeah. So this one is.
Yeah, so this is, right here, what we have is fiber. We got fiber, so what happens is when we're installing these roofs, you know, this is fiberglass, and, what we have here is, you know, it's a roof underlayment, TU Max. We typically use this on tile roofs. This is what usually goes over your decking. If you're going metal, it'd be a different one, high temperature one. We can actually
Fiberglass on the top.
it's actually for when we're spraying the foam down, the foam actually interlocks with all this stuff, and it's actually the best thing to use other than granules and everything, because what it does is it sinks into it really good, and it grabs the
Kind of
tile.
looks like roots.
Yep, and actually doesn't. The foam actually sticks to this the best. You know, if you use granules over time, the granules will start to pop up, and you know that's usually what happens on those type of roofs. So this is what you'll be getting on a tile roof.
Okay. Pass it back, that's good.
This is the tile. This is a concrete tile.
Yeah.
We have a different color. We have a tile that is clay and concrete, and this is a concrete tile. The concrete, and if you compare the concrete tile and clay tile, this concrete is heavy, and the weight is heavy than the clay, and also this is the lifetime for the concrete tile is gonna be more than the clay tile, but the price is a little more higher than the clay tile. If you want to have
Pass it.
lunch.
Anytime you guys tell me something that's not true, I'm gonna have you pass it, okay? Pass it on, go to Patrick, okay? And then I'll tell you, after you pass, I'll tell you what, so you said it's more expensive than clay tile, right?
Oh no, I got the mistake. Clay is more than
That's right,
expensive.
And then, you know, the weight is more than clay.
Yeah.
It's, you know, clay is very fragile, it's like glass.
Yeah.
Right? You know, I've seen clay roofs on buildings that have been standing for almost 1,000 years, right? I've seen buildings where they have clay roofs on them that, you know, after even 200 or 300 years, the clay is totally fine, right? For whatever reason, the clay actually seems to hold together better than the concrete. The concrete deteriorates faster, right? Because, you know, it's a bunch of granules pressed together. So those granules will start to once they lose that top coating, and they get wet and moisture seeps into the tile and it freezes, it pops everything off. So in my experience, the clay actually outlasts the concrete because the concrete deteriorates faster and the concrete will expand and break, right? There's thermal expansion and contraction whenever they're making concrete because they're blending in mud and sand and limestone. Air can get trapped in there. And then they bake that tile at 400 degrees. And when they bake the tile, those air bubbles get solidified inside because it creates a shell, right? Just like when you cook an egg, right? The top layer is going to solidify first because it's the first thing that hits the heat. Then as the internal part of the egg cooks, it gets harder, right? Yeah. It's the same thing on concrete. All right, I'm gonna get you something else. So, drip edge is literally an edge metal that to get the water to go away. Now here in Florida, it's beyond just trying to get water to drip away from the wood or metal fascia. It's to seal down the edge, right? You're trying to, you know, that's the leading edge of the roof, whether it's on the rake or on the eave of the roof. So that is your first point of intrusion for wind. And so you're trying to keep, you know, the point of the drip edge is to tie the side of the house into the roof, essentially. Okay? That's the point of it being there. Shingles can't do that. Underlayments can't really do that. That metal edging is to tie the roof into the wall and make those one solid piece, right?
People like it just because of the style, honestly. I mean, the protection is really in the underlayment, but it's really just for style. And most of the new houses that are being built, they're using flat tile.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is a metal system that's secured with battens, a lot more lightweight than the tile.
It looks kind of similar, they're both flat, right?
Yeah, both flat, but the thing about it is that it is a lot less weight and a lot more energy efficient.
Yeah, okay. Can you do me a favor and demonstrate it to me?
I mean, how it's
Okay, so what's really the difference between the two? I mean, is that other one heavier? Is this one lighter?
Yeah, this one.
Okay.
This is a lot lighter and it reflects a lot more sunlight and lowers your.
Okay. What else? What's the difference between the two?
This one's installed on a battery system, and this
Okay.
one's like direct to your deck.
Okay.
So I believe that probably makes a difference with airflow.
There is a difference though with airflow, and that's important that you brought that up because these do allow for more airflow because there's more of a pocket underneath.
Okay.
And what's in between if you have a window, right? 2-pane window. What's in between the window? From one pane to the other pane. Does anybody know? There's a gas layer, right? So that pocket of air actually helps, it's like in a window, for thermal transition or whatever they call it, right? Where you're keeping that heat that's trying to penetrate through your window. That gas is designed to basically scramble it, to stop those rays, stop that heat from penetrating and getting inside the house, right? As soon as you have a pocket of air underneath your tile and fiberglass, what's fiberglass used for? Insulation. You have fiberglass on the top of your underlayment. That air and that fiberglass is helping to do what? Block out heat. Yeah, not necessarily insulate, there is insulation, but ventilate, block out heat through the term of insulation, right? Okay.
Which one's more durable?
I don't know, man. Well, I mean, like, I never really walked on a roof.
Okay.
I would say.
Walk on them. When you're doing a product demonstration, you guys need to sell to the senses, okay? Sell to the senses. So, he just did that, now I want to do another demonstration. You're trying to tell them that what? When you're a roofer, you have to do what? You have to walk on the roof, okay? And when I'm trying to sell this to somebody, I'm saying, here's your options. You have concrete tile, you have stone-coated steel, and you have this Workhouse product. And the difference between the two is that this one has a stone-coated aggregate on top of it. For me, as a roofer, I have to be able to walk on a roof. When I'm walking on this roof, if I know how to walk on the roof and I'm walking on these lower edges, right? Which these roofs, you guys really want to be walking on here, okay? This is where you really want to be walking because this is where, and you guys should feel this with your own feet, this is where the roof is going to make, right? Same thing on these roofs here, you really want to be walking up here or in the middle of the roof. This roof here, which is not sell to the senses, right? Make your customers stand on those things. Make them see the difference. If the other roofer is coming in and their price to this here is 10%, 25% lower than your price, but your competitor is offering this and this as an option, we are offering the same price for this, but a different price for this, you want to sell them on value, right? And the only way to do that is sell to the senses, right? Show them why it's better. And so, durability tests. We can get these samples, right? You take a piece of tile and you say, hey, if this falls, what's going to happen? It's going to break, right? You take this one here, you show them some durability, you can take it, you can drop it, you can hit it with it, right? Get their attention, make sure the homeowner is engaged in what you're doing, because you're going to be sitting at the table, you're going to be talking about price, you're going to be talking about money, you're going to be talking about time, you're talking about all these things that in a normal meeting, I see you guys start to doze off, right? And you're like, what am I doing here? Your customer is doing the same thing. They're losing attention to whatever the hell it is you're talking about. So you have to know when to sit them down and when to take them outside and explain different products and how to get them engaged with product demonstrations, get their attention, right? This is how you get their attention. Hit that one too. Yes, they did. Are you going to have water come into your house? Which one would you choose out of the three? Designed your house like this. When we're coming in, it's just, okay, here's a measurement. You know, we're going to get some hammers, we're going to knock on your house, and we're going to put a roof on, right? There's no appeal to that. But when you say, man, it's going to look really nice if we change this color to black. Maybe if, we went with a black drip edge on the outer edge, that would really help to kind of pop another accent color to the house. Right now you have, white on the side of your house. Do something to complement it. Don't do a white house with a white roof. That would look really bland. Yeah. You're wanting to give them that feeling like you guys are designers. You're designing their new roof, and you're going to design their home to look really nice and look really appealing. As soon as you start to sell to those senses, then money starts to become less of an object. Now they're thinking, yeah, I do want a nicer looking house. That's going to cost me more money. So what, right? People buy nicer clothes. Are they more expensive? Yeah, why? Because they're nicer looking or whatever, right? It's the same thing on the roof, except your shirt can cost you $200 or $2, right? Your roof is gonna cost you $100 grand when you're in one of these roofs. They're okay with spending money. You just have to know why or how to get them to reason with themselves on why they want to spend more money. Okay? We'll keep running here, a couple more, and then we'll jump into, I think maybe some metal training, I'm not sure. All right, let's go here. You got some products, what do you have? Okay?
Because it has 50 years of warranty. It heals itself when it, like if it gets some damage, when it gets hot, it melts and heals itself.
Okay.
And one of the best styles out there.
Okay.
It looks good, really strong.
Yeah. What's the other one there? It looks like it's the same thing.
Yeah, but this one it's
Don't be afraid to sell to me.
yeah. This is
And what I mean by that is don't be afraid to, don't stand over there. Don't sit over there. Come sell to me. When you're working with your clients, get engaged with them, right? Like, you want to be on their side. You want, there's certain clients of mine that this is what they do to me the whole time. I'm like, what is this? If you look at a lot of these old school guys, right? When they're trying to relationally connect with somebody, they want to touch that person, right? That's why when you knock a door, I want to shake your hand and make a point of contact. I shook everybody's hand through COVID, right? If they were weird about it, my point of contact was handing them something. You and I are connected now, right? Take that. We're connected. Are we not? If I go this way, you hold on to this. If I go this way, hold on to it. Hold on, don't let go. If I go this way, you go this way, right? So you and I are connected, right? So make a connection with your customers so this way you can get them engaged, right? Just like if I want to, keep somebody engaged with me, then it's really simple to just literally give them an instruction and tell them exactly what to do, and you don't have to keep telling them what to do. They'll just keep doing it because he's engaged. Okay. All right, go ahead and sell me that.
Alright, so this is a concrete tile. It looks really good. It goes on your roof, man. It's not the same it's not the same material. So this one it's not as that strong, but it's also pretty good.
Okay.
It's pretty nice tile.
Okay.
We can go with any color you want. You can choose a color. I can bring you out from the office. We have a couple samples there. That one is definitely more expensive than this one.
Okay.
This one is about 30.
So here's one thing too, is when you guys are talking about price, always try to talk about price per what? Per square foot, right? Not price per square. Why is that? Homeowner doesn't know what the hell a square is. They've never heard that term. That's a roofing term. Only roofers use squares, literally. Nobody else uses squares other than roofers. Everyone else either goes by linear footage, square footage, nobody else is going with squares. At the same time, you can say 2,000 a square, or you can say $20 a square foot, per square foot.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Okay, so you see the difference? I can say this is $20 per square foot, or I can say it's 2,000 a square. What sounds better? $20 or 2,000? $20, right? Then they're gonna ask, how many square feet do I have, right? Now, it just breaks down to, you're not just giving like this big price, you're giving them, this is about how much it is per square foot. How many square feet do I have? Let's take a look. It seems you have about 1,000 square feet, which equals $80,000. Now, don't be shy to hand somebody something, okay? When I'm selling to your senses, and I go like this, and I tell you, hold out for me, hold them there for a minute, what sense are you feeling right now?
It's heavy.
It's heavy, right? They're feeling that touch, feel, sense.
This is a way lighter pile.
But wouldn't heavier be better?
I don't think in this case, because this is concrete, if you drop this will actually damage. This will not.
Okay.
There's more of a protection.
Yep.
When you're buying this.
Okay.
Here you can try it right here.
Flimsy. Feels like plastic. Is this plastic?
It is actually not.
Gotcha. How long you said it was 50 years?
50 years.
Okay. All right. Okay. It seems pretty solid. This seems a lot more solid than that one. I go with that plastic junk versus this.
This is way stronger than this.
Yeah, prove it.
We can drop this one. We can drop this one.
Be my guest. Over there.
That one that you can.
Okay.
This one right here. you're not gonna have any more tile.
I'm trying to put on a show for them, right? That's my job. I'm trying to show there. I'm trying to entertain these people. I'm trying to educate these people. I'm trying to engage with these people, right? So when I go through and I show them the tile, I'll drop a piece of tile and I will literally take this and throw it, right? I'll go stand out in their street because I'm trying to walk them out to their house and have them look at your house. Okay, this is how this would look. This is how they look about the same, right? Oops, right? Then I take this one and I literally throw it up in the air. It can go flying off. Now which one is durable? Which one's stronger? Right? So if this one's $15 a square foot and that one's $20 a square foot, what is my price? What price would you be selling on? If you are selling this at $15 a square foot and that at $20 a square foot, what is the price that I'm concerned with? Anybody? Nope. What's the difference? What's the difference between the two? $5 a square foot difference. You guys think you guys can afford $5 a square foot difference to go into this product versus this product? Yes, I do. Okay? Get a commitment. All right, well, let's figure out how much that's going to be. How much is it? Pull up your calculator. 40,000 square foot house, $5 a square foot. You should know the answer, but you already said it. It's a $20,000 difference, right? Now, have you sold them on enough value for $20,000? That's the question, right? That's when you have to hit them with $20,000. Now all of a sudden they're like, that's a big number. You break it down to options. $5 a square foot, finance the difference. So I would take that $20,000 again and break it down. So how much more is my roof going to cost me if we did 12 months same as cash? What's the difference? My insurance company paid for concrete tile. I want to go to Brava Tile. How much is it going to cost me? Yep. It's only going to cost you an additional $1,600 over the next 12 months. It's 0% interest, same as cash. Is that something? Can you guys afford the $1,600 today? That sounds a lot better than $20,000, right? You know what we used to do in car sales? Who's got the GTI out there? Car. So when that car would come in, there's the basic Golf, right? The basic Golf would come in, and it's, you know, a $25,000 car. And then if you want the GTI, it's $35,000, right? That's a big difference to go from a car that's the same size, comes in about the same colors. When you look at it visually, you know, there's some differences here and there. The wheels are a little bit different. The seats are a little bit different on the inside, right? Why would you buy the more expensive one?
Engine, the power.
It's a faster car. It's got more power. It can do more, right? And so I would have to sell people on the fact that, you know, this car is better. And the way I would break it down is by literally the day. So we had a Golf R come in, and the guy was trying to figure out, do I want the GTI or do I want the Golf R?
Golf R have all-wheel drive. There's a lot of
It's a badass car. So I took him out in this car, drove the crap out of it, did donuts in the middle of a neighborhood. I mean, drove this car harder than it probably ever was going to get driven in its lifetime. Brought it back, and the guy was thrilled. Oh my God, that was the craziest ride of my life. That was so amazing. And I stepped out and I smacked the hood and I said, it's only going to cost you about $20 a day to get this car. That's a car payment. That's a $600 a month car payment. That's not a light car payment. Especially when the guy's budget was around $350 a month. He's like, I want to be at $350 a month. And I said, for only $20 a day, you could be driving this every day. I was like, you skip, you know, McDonald's or whatever, and you can drive this instead of going out to eat McDonald's in the middle of the day. Yeah, and the guy's like, sign me up. All right, who has something else left? Francisco? It's not like you're showing up to a doctor's office, right? I'm showing up to your home. Always give them a window, right? We'll be there between 11 o'clock and 12 o'clock. We'll be there between 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. I typically like to try to be there right around 9, so it's going to take me about an hour. I always try to leave a window. This way, you guys don't set your expectations too high. But right now, you guys are setting no expectations at all. I got all the time in the world. My time's not valuable. I know you're retired, so your time's not valuable either. You're going to sit around and do nothing all day. I'll just show up whenever the hell I want to show up. That's not professional, right? There's nothing professional about just showing up whenever the hell you want to show up at someone's house. You schedule appointments. This way you can be on time. You can be punctual. You can show them how much your time matters to yourself and to them. So make sure you guys start doing that.